Welcome everyone to the sixth episode of this wonderful thing that we do, which is called Slambook Show. In case you've never joined us before, this is a format where three guests and we sit together together, and then we ask one question each, and then all of us get to answer that question. As simple as that. This is a stream which is only for members, although everyone else can eventually watch it. But in terms of like live interaction and all, it's only for members. This is one of the perks that our members enjoy. If you want to join our membership program, there's a link in the description. Please join it so that you can also join us in our future members only stream. Okay. On that note, let me call the panel. This is a panel you've seen before on Slambook Show. Amazing episodes earlier, and another amazing episode about to start. Give it up for number one guest, Kenny Sebastian. Kenneth.
Hello, namaste.
Welcome back to Slambook Show. Have you guys figured yet if Lion King was live action? Was it Lion King or was it Jungle Book? I don't know.
It's live action.
Live action. Okay. Live action calling live wire. Rohan Desai.
Hello. Lion King was not live action. Hello, everyone.
What was it?
It was animated. It was
No,
nominated.
that's the
It was
animation.
nominated for animation, dude.
Okay. In case you guys are wondering what we are talking about, please check out the last episode we did with the same panel. I think it was episode 5. On that note, Shreemayee Das is here, guys. Shreemayee.
Yay!
Hello, what's up?
Happy
What's
election.
up? Nothing much, dear.
Is it just me or is Kenny frozen?
No, can you thinking something? He's in the deep.
No, because that way Martian was also nominated for Best Comedy, but
Yeah, it's a comedy. That's why.
it's not a comedy, it's a science fiction film. I'm just
Science
saying.
fiction comedy.
I mean, there's very less comedy in it, to be very frank.
Just because
I
you
mean,
didn't
that's
find
true
it
for most
funny.
comedy specials.
Wow. Did not have to go
Wow.
there.
Whoa.
Okay, friends. We'll start the episode now. Are you guys ready for some questions and answers?
I was ready before the live stream itself.
Yes.
To know more about each other. And
Yeah.
for our audience, also, hello, Subhashmit in the chat. So nice to see you. Subhashmit says this show is pure nostalgia. Nikunj is also here in the chat. Nice. Nikunj, we are coming to Ahmedabad very soon. Hope to see you there. People in the chat, anyone who is watching this episode who's from Ahmedabad, we are coming there on the 12th of May for 2 quiz shows.
And tickets are selling very fast.
Tickets are selling fast and they are on Book My Show. Please go and book your tickets. Okay, let's start. Our first question will be from Kenny Sebastian. Kenneth, what is your question?
Oh, I'm going first.
Yes.
Okay. My question is, what incident, person, or movie, or anything, any piece of art, permanently had such a huge effect on you that it caused like a paradigm shift? Like you cannot go back to the old version of yourself before that.
Cool. I'll go first, guys. I'll start this episode with a very traumatic episode of my life. I have shared this, I think, in some show, some podcast 3-4 years back, but I don't mind revisiting this episode because Kenny brought it up. Okay, guys, I will. I think I remember the date. The date I think was 6th July 2008. I remember the date only because this is the date when the great Federer versus Nadal Wimbledon final happened. It was a crazy final, a 5-set insane final. And this was my peak tennis following days. I was rooting for Federer and the match wouldn't get over. It was taking hours and hours. Anyway, so I left my friend's place to go back to my place. This was happening in Noida, not the match. The match was in London. We were watching it in Noida. And then I was going home. This is only to give you context, it's around 8:39 p.m. Not too late. Noida has this thing, and many cities have this thing of a shared auto. That is the concept, where you give 5 rupees. I mean, it used to be 5 rupees then for whatever little charge. I sat in the shared auto. My friend called Mahesh dropped me at that auto stand. I got into the auto, said bye. All good. 9 p.m. Full light. Everyone is there. Cool. That auto dropped me at a bus stand I've used for 7 years now. Like this is near my house. I know the place. Okay, that place was called CISF camp then. Okay, I got down there. This is now around 9:25, 9:30. Okay, I've gotten down. Nice. I think one cardinal mistake which I made that day, which I'll never forget, is again, Delhi has this thing where you can drink water from one of those. It used to be 50 पैसे then, maybe 1 rupee. एक glass ठंडा पानी पिलाता था, मुझे बहुत पसंद था. For many years I've had that. One of the best things in the world. Just pani. Okay.
Then what is it? It's in a packet.
No, it's that one big thing. How do
Oh.
I put one big container on the road? They serve
Oh.
water, they also make banta.
Okay.
When I was in school, it used to be 50 paisa. Then by this time, it would have been 1 rupee or 2 rupees. Maybe now it's 5. Just one glass of water, normal. And then if you can order banta also for 10-20 rupees. Anyway, so I took one glass. What mistake I did was that very day I had gone to my school for my younger brother's admission. Okay. So that very afternoon, my Dadaji had given me some cash for that admission. And so I gotten his admission done. I took that receipt book and I had a lot of cash left in my wallet. One big mistake I did then was for that 1 or 2 rupees thing, I opened my wallet and I took 2 rupee out and gave. Somebody must have seen that wallet. I had no idea. Then I started walking to my home. Again, guys, this is not an alien place. This is a place I know, literally my home ground. Okay, so now I'm walking. Aram se. This is 9:30, 9:35. Walking, this is highway, okay. I recently revisited this highway. I had a show at IMT Ghaziabad. I was going through the same point. Anyway, so I was walking. I distinctly remember my thought when I was walking. Okay, I was walking and I was thinking about कि इंडिया में कितने सारे languages हैं यार, क्या wonderful देश है. This was my thought while walking.
Is that the constant documentary that happens in your brain? If we put a camera in your brain, is that just you praising life?
इतने accent है, इतने language है, walking. Now I realize again, all this is in retrospect, कि when there is a red signal पीछे, there is a point when that highway becomes completely khali because पीछे लाल signal है. I didn't realize I'm walking. On my left is JP Noida Engineering College. Like I think Kriti Sanon went there. That's their claim to fame now.
Oh.
On the right, highway ke side is my home. Walking. Suddenly, okay, while I'm walking, one tall kind of a thing comes to my face. Okay, suddenly I'm walking, it just comes and it pulls me back, and I have no idea what happened. Okay, and then I can't see anything, and I'm pulled back, so I fall down from the highway. And on highway ke side mein there is a slant, like, and there are like bushes and whatever. It's nothing. You can't see. You'll never see. So then all I remember is कि मेरा गला is being properly choked and I'm just going down the thing, like मैं लुढ़क रहा हूँ, like rolling properly, okay, like a rolling. I'm just, and then I'm like, भाई मैं मर गया. That was my first thought. Oh fuck, I'm gone. हो गया खत्म. Then I'm like, I'm trying to say something. Like I'm trying to say something on the line, so मुझे छोड़ दो, please. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I don't remember. But I couldn't speak. And then I blacked out. I have no memory. My next memory is my eyes open. It's very classic filmy memory where your eyes open, you see sky. You're like, okay, fuck. I sat and then first thing was, okay, I'm alive. Okay. Then I see my wallet is not there. कोई बात नहीं. Then I see my phone is not there. It was a very recent phone I had gotten, one nice little Nokia. Okay, phone is not. My shoes were not there. Okay, कोई बात. Okay. So I was like, I look at my first thought then, which is very funny in retrospect, कि यार मेरे भाई का एडमिशन का रिसीट बुक था, वो तो नहीं ले गए, बट वो भी नहीं था मेरे पास. मैं कहा जो रिसीट बुक क्यों ले गए यार. Now I don't know if I was hallucinating, but I saw some figure, like some shadow near the bushes. So I don't know if these voices even came out, but I said something on the line, so भैया receipt book दे दो, something. But I got no reaction. Anyway, so I ran to the highway, and then I saw कि लाइफ चल रहा है, लाइक ऐसा मस्त गाड़ी वाड़ी जा रही है. I couldn't check time. I had no watch. I ran to my house. Okay, ran. I remember socks पहन के भाग रहा था. There is the Shipra Mall used to be there. उसके सामने से भाग के मैं घर चला गया. ऊपर गया, blah blah blah. Anything, whatever happened after that is not important. How this incident changed my life is now I'm coming to your answer. It literally, I think there are 3 learnings I got that day, which have been the cornerstone of my existence for last 16 years, which will never change, I think. My first was, again, these are all cliches. These are all things we've learned in proverbs and sayings all our life, but when it happens, you realize. My first thought was life is most important. We should be gratitude that we exist. Everything else is just like, because when this happened, my first thought was, oh fuck, मैं जिंदा हूँ यार. That was my first reaction. And then later I heard many news कि उस रास्ते में बहुत, because when I started sharing it with my friends, everyone was like, अरे भाई तुझे पता है वहां पे एक बार ये होता, अरे तुझे पता है वहां पे, अरे भाई एक बार तो गोली मार दी थी, एक बार तो पैर तोड़ दिया था. All of these stories I've heard in the next few weeks. But that day I was like, oh fuck, मैं जिंदा हूँ. The importance of life is legit. I got that day. We're like, भाई जिंदा रहने, बचपन से हम सुनते ना, जान है तो जहान है, things like these. I'm like, oh fuck, this is so true. Like, just we are alive is the biggest blessing. Everything else is just extra. That was my first lesson. My second was legit. Life can end any instance. Is the moment that I got then, and which was reaffirmed later by COVID. But that was the day when I was like, oh fuck, यार कभी भी like legit like तुम फेडरल नडाल देख के आए, पैसा दिया और तुम मर गए. That could have happened. So since that day, how it has changed my life is I have legit become, I think, very like I've started respecting this life way more. I've become very forgiving. कह रहे दुनिया उसके पहले I would like to believe I was very vengeful slash that kind of a person. कि तो मेरे लिए ये बोला, मैं देखता हूँ तेरे को, you know, the fresh engineering boy कि साले मैं देखता हूँ. Since then till now I'm like, हाँ ठीक है, ये उससे गलती हुई, कोई बात नहीं. Like, you know, when we talk and somebody says कि अरे पता है उसने तेरे बारे में ये बोला ना, ठीक है यार कोई बात नहीं, जिंदगी बहुत छोटी है भाई, कभी कुछ भी हो सकता है, बोलने दे, मर जाएंगे कल. That happened. And the third lesson which I got was, भाई, world moves on. Nobody, that, I mean, when I came to that signal back and I saw the world being completely okay, was like, भाई तुम लोग को आइडिया नहीं है क्या मेरे साथ क्या हुआ है. Like, भाई मैं हाईवे पे खड़ा हूँ सॉक्स पहन के, तुम लोग मतलब, why is the world not what it should have turned upside down? Why am I not the center of universe? क्या हो रहा है भाई? Come on, nobody gives a fuck or what. And that day I realized कि भाई we are all very insignificant. If we are not there or something happens to us, ठीक है, दो तीन लोग इफेक्ट होंगे, दुनिया चलती जाती है. We are not that important. So yeah, that instance is what really, really, really changed my life. Sorry guys for starting on this.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
How
It's
old
not
were
to
you?
start this.
Huh?
How old were you in this?
22, 23.
Papa, dude.
Fresh out of engineering I was. So this was the moment when between engineering and between you're waiting for your offer letter from TCS. So every day used to be free. I used to just go to my friend's place, sit all day, chill, pre-smartphone, pre-Netflix. So yeah,
Wow.
just crazy
Wow.
incident changed my life. Okay, cool. On that note, going to Rohan's side for Rohan's answer.
Okay, so the question was instance, movie, and person also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a person. It's Shreemayee.
Oh.
Damn, son.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Well, we should have spoken about our wife, dude. What? Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, genuinely, it is her. She changed my life, and
Okay, then.
For the worse?
for the
Or
worst,
Yes,
for the
it
worst,
really
definitely.
seems like it.
I was doing great, then I met her. No, she's done. Matlab, it's not like she's done it, but like it has, because of being with her, I felt, matlab, my life has changed basically.
But in what way?
Yeah, dude, what the
It's
hell?
hard to explain. It's hard to explain, but basically it's
some
like
pointers. Yeah.
basically like I've kind of because it was like my first relationship also. So I've never been in a relationship. So I never knew
Loser.
that. Hey man, you married me. You're the biggest loser.
Shreemayee, what do you say?
I moved up. She said she called me a loser. भाई तुम्हारा कटा है तुमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
Oh my god.
I have to leveled up. You've leveled down now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
True.
But yeah, basically, I didn't have that experience, so that was insane. And just like, matlab, being with your soulmate is obviously it's like a life-changing experience only, na? Because you get to see yourself from another person's perspective, and then you're like, oh, all the excuses I was making about myself is actually just bullshit. I actually need to work on myself and become a better person.
That we
And
also
whatever.
told you, dude.
Sorry.
That we also told you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everyone told me from childhood, but I never listened. I was like, "Arey, they don't know me, yeah. They don't know me." Then when I spend all my time with her, I'm like, "Oh fuck, actually, you know, now I see it. Now I see it."
Oh,
That also, and I think you want to also have someone that not only challenges you but also compliments you in a way that if you want to do something stupid, it feels good to have someone else who also feels that way. Ki, yeah, let's do something dumb, let's do something stupid, or let's do something
I don't know
spontaneous.
what is the point of this.
अरे
Also, except to make both of us look bad.
just Shrimoy की तारीफ कर दो मतलब she becomes the most awkward person,
yeah.
cannot take praise at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically, I think I've made my point. I don't want to make Shrimoy worse.
Done. Okay.
Loser. I am a loser apparently.
You guys want to take a break, like switch off video or like okay.
Shrimoy's gonna slap me after the stream.
Okay. Now we come. Kenny's question will now come to Shreemayee.
Intense pressure on her to say mine.
Well done.
He's like, I got this new vacuum cleaner. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's really been. Yeah, imagine if I said like Shah Rukh Khan or something after this.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll just say Shah Rukh. I'll change my answer. No.
What is your
I
answer?
was going to say my English teacher.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I'll give some context also because firstly, I mean, I saw this meme on Instagram recently which said there's always this one person whose life has been changed by their English teacher. That's just really sad if you're that person. But well, I guess it's me.
Wow, man.
Basically, I always liked reading books and everything, but growing up in my family and in my whatever surroundings, it was almost seen like, you know, you can't obviously study English because you had to study science, and all the academically good people studied science, and it was really like not valued like studying humanities and English and things like that. So I was always like, yeah, okay, I'll study science. I never thought about it so much. I was also a child. Then in ninth standard, I got an English teacher whose name was Miss Chattopadhyay, very Bengali, but also like she was great. She taught us Shakespeare and poetry and everything. And again, nothing that we hadn't studied before, but just like opened my eyes to how literature works and values and classic literature and what makes something a classic and all of that. And she taught us for 4 years. She taught me from 9th to 12th. So I had her for 4 years, and I got to study a lot of what are now my favorite books with her. And in like more and more, she was like this single mom. And she was a single mom in the 90s. And of course, I met her later. By the time I met her, her daughter was already like grown up and everything. And she was always doing these really cool things. She used to live all alone. She had like this amazing library. She would travel by, she would just come to school very early in the morning and sit and read and do her own thing and not be very involved in anything else. And had a very like, you know, you guys just do your own thing in life. Like, don't bother me. Like what Kavi was saying, there are like things that are so much bigger than school. Like, don't care so much about what is going on. But we also had like, she really involved and had like these nice class discussions and opinions, and a lot of it was also about like trying to challenge us and just be like, you know, not everything is what you see in movies and books, and there's more to life, and you just have to be open to those things. And she spoke to us about careers and divorce and motherhood and all that stuff that nobody would tell us at that point of time. I mean, she was divorced, and she spoke to us about divorce in general.
It'll be weird if she just apropos of nothing. Is like
she spoke to us about like whatever human civilization and motherhood and what is wrong with motherhood or what is right with motherhood and all of that. And so many things that I still think back on and remember very fondly and feel like, yeah, like now that I'm much older, I get where she was coming from. And it was only after that that I decided that I would actually like study English and not go down that, you know, not just be miserable. So that way, completely she changed my life.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
The option of studying English or being miserable? Holy shit.
We'll study English and not be miserable.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay, coming back. Kenneth, your answer to round up.
I also have an incident, but it's not very long because it happened when I was very young. I don't remember how young I was, but I know I was in either LKG or first time. That's all I remember. And the reason this story came up is, I don't know if it positively changed my life or negatively, but basically my brother and I have a 5-year age gap. And growing up, he was not a big fan of me. I think he had a lot of like disdain for me being born because I'm I think like, older brother, you're like, now it's not my Raj anymore. There's a new kid. And I was just very dumb. I used to just be like, I just want to hang out with him. And so he had a bunch of friends, and I was like constantly try to hang out with him. And we were in a naval park in Jamnagar. And I don't remember how I got there, but I found my brother and his friend like hiding behind a wall. I mean, the naval park is huge, so there are like a lot of these bungalows that are just abandoned or not serviced or just empty. So I thought it's like an empty house or something. So they're behind a compound wall and they're looking at a house. And I remember going up to him and he was like, come, come, come. I was like, wow, my brother wants me to be involved in this. So I went. So if I'm in first time, I know how old I'm, like what, 7, 6? Five or something. So very small. And I go up to him and they're like, hey, take this stone, chuck into that house. So I'm like, cool, bro. I'm chucking. His friend is chucking. He's chucking. Suddenly we hear a sound and my brother and this fellow runs, okay? And I'm just like, where are you guys run? And then I turn to my left and I swear to God, it's the biggest German Shepherd I've ever seen in my life. Okay. And I turn and like full, I just freeze. And in that moment, as KV said, I'm 5 I know I'm gonna die. Okay. And I just start bawling. And I can see this giant, it's like a huge German Shepherd's coming towards us. And I was like, okay. And I close my eyes and he just stops right here and he starts licking my tears.
Yuck. I mean, nice. So cute.
Yeah. And I open and the dog knew I was crying. So the dog was just like licking my face. And then I turned around and like, my brother tried to kill me. And I think he was under the impression that it's chained or something. But this dog was not chained. And I don't know. I just remember in that moment that, I don't know, I think the takeaway I took was that anything can happen. I don't know if it's a positive or negative thing. I love dogs, I'm not scared of dogs. But at that moment when all hope was lost, I realized that the danger itself not only stopped being the danger, comforted me also. So I don't know. I think after that, I have this very unrealistic outlook in life that anything can happen, even if it's really, really horrific. I mean, in 1,000 years, I never thought the dog would stop and console me.
Right.
So yeah, that's the story. I think after that, I'll change. I mean, to experience death at that age really changes you. Like some horrific mauling death.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
cute.
Very cute, bro.
Yeah. Woof.
I just remember that dog, dude. And yeah, what a sweet fellow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll just go to the chat once and then we'll start our second round. Nikun says, I've already booked Ahmedabad tickets. Thank you, Nikun. We'll see you soon. Subhashmi said, let's end that debate and settle for musical. Lion King is musical. Okay.
What? That doesn't solve anything.
That's not.
Okay. Subhashmi said, smooth, Rohan, smooth. With your answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nikun says, on a lighter note, I legit thought KV would have said either when Liverpool finally won the league or when he met Klopp. Yeah. Okay.
Or when you met Manvi or whatever. Or even his fans are like, Manvi somewhere 4 or 5.
Fuzel says one of his big life moments was, I once saw Kenny at Mumbai airport in 2017. He happily took a selfie with me and that made my day. Thank you, Kenny.
I'm glad I did.
Oh, close shave, Kenny.
Yeah. I've said no many times.
Subhashmit says German Shepherd OP. Yes. Okay, it's my turn, guys. I have a very basic, simple one-line question. Just tell me your favorite band or favorite artist, like band or artist. We'll start with Rohan.
One of my favorite artists is Vishal Bhardwaj, and he's a filmmaker, but he says in an interview also that he only started making films so that he could do the music himself. I mean, I don't know if I'm quoting him accurately, but
long way.
Yeah.
yeah, but he has a he has, I don't know what it is, but he has this magic in him that I just love all his work and always enjoy. One of my favorite Vishal Bardwaj stories is that he used to make original when he was not a filmmaker. He was just a music composer in the 90s. And there was a क्या बोलते हैं, trend in Bollywood where you would take Pakistani songs or Pakistani tunes and you would remake a song because that used to be a huge hit. So it was like a tried and tested formula ki take a hit song from Pakistan and remake it. So one time apparently Vishal Bardwaj was making music for a film and this guy kept rejecting it, saying नहीं यार ये तो बहुत original है, ये नहीं चलेगा. And then he sold his songs saying that I've stolen it from Pakistan.
Wow.
That's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but
Wow.
yeah. But yeah, I love his music.
Rohan likes any artist that fools the client.
I mean, I found this out later. Earlier, I liked him before I
Just
knew.
feel it. This guy
I can just sense it. Yeah, I'm like,
can sense it.
What is your favorite Vishal Bharadwaj song or
that's true.
album? Or
Kamine.
Yeah, it is Kamine, and the name of the song is also Kamine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that
That's
song.
one of my favorite
Very
songs.
nice.
Wow.
That song
And
I
never
thought it says
get
Jungle
approved.
Jungle Baat Chale.
Oh.
Nice. The
Yeah.
one song you know.
The animation or live action?
Actually, my favorite Vishal Bardwaj song, now that I think about it, is O Saathi Re from Omkara. But
Beautiful.
Kamine is like a
Oh.
close second.
Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Whenever I'm in the car with a friend, I try and play songs that both of us like. And whenever Rohan is in the car, we ensure we just listen to Vishal Bardwaj.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Like every time Rohan was quoting all of these songs, I'm like, last time I gaadi mein suna tha. Sometimes we end up listening to the not so popular songs like Khamakha and all that. Rohan is like, boy, ye gana kaise chala diya tune? Oh my, mind
Yeah.
blown. So it's very heartwarming to see Rohan's reaction to Vishal Bardwaj songs.
Yeah, and one of the things, I mean, this is not necessarily only Vishal Bardwaj, but he has such an understanding of music outside of Indian music. Like his rock songs are like hardcore rock songs. Like, I don't know if people know this, but Paach has a song called सांस लो दम भरो सर सर झुका खुदा हूं मैं. It's like a Metallica type of a song. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but like hardcore metal song, and that's by Vishal Bardwaj. Or even Saat Khun Maaf has Oh Mama and all that. Man, guitar and all fucking badass shit. Like people stereotype Vishal Bardwaj as like a soothing song hota hai,
Correct,
sukoon
correct.
wala hota hai, but it's not like that. He can do those, different types.
Yeah.
Also, what I really like, sorry to add to this, but what I really like about him is like his singer choices, and sometimes like the two people like he'll put together, and you never expect that these two people will sound so good.
Yeah.
But somehow it just seems to work. Like he like whatever Vishal Dadlani and Sukhwinder Singh or something.
Yeah.
It's just like amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not just for songs that is for two people. Like even if the song is on one person, like Kamine has a song Fatak, which is actually on just one person, Shahid, but it's sung by two singers. And the most unlikely is Kailash Kher and Sukhwinder. And it's like, what a combo. It's such a weird, they don't sound similar at all, but it just works. He just has this thing that he makes it work.
Cool. Okay. Shreemayee, your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, Rohan, you could have taken Rahman if you wanted, because I would not have. I want to say Sonu Nigam. Because I thought about this a
Sonu
lot.
Nigam.
Hey, he's not a
But
musician, dude.
But what? He's an artist. We can say singers, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
can
you
we
can
not say
say.
singers?
No, you can say. Yeah, you
No,
can.
then I'll
you can
change
say.
my answer.
No, you
He's
can
just
say.
an employee, by the way.
Legit, my first reaction was Udit Narayan when I sent that question. So yeah. No, you can say.
But Sonu Nigam
Yeah,
is
I
legit,
want to
legit.
say Sonu Nigam
Yeah.
because firstly, what a great singer, and his versatility is just amazing because he can sing all these Kalhona Ho type songs, which are again like soft and soothing and melodious, but then also like some really cool random stuff like Salami-ish, the title track, which is just you wouldn't expect, like some really like he's also,
that was...
yeah, that also he's also sung something in Nagara and Jab We Met, which is again like, so it's not what you would associate with him, but he's so good at it. Also, I've seen him live and he is just insane live. Like he just, at least the show I watched, he just continuously sang for 3 hours, no break, such high energy. He can do so many different voices. I mean, of course, he's a great mimic also, and he's good at imitating other singers. But like, he literally sings a whole song in the voice of like a female singer as well. And not like, how Kishore Kumar would sing it, where you can tell that this is like he sounds like a woman singing. It's just amazing, the kind of range he has and the versatility, and obviously 90s and early 2000s music, which is obviously what I grew up on. It's just like he has some of the best songs.
No doubt.
So,
That's true.
yeah.
It's too good.
Also underrated Sonu Nigam is the independent Sonu Nigam the album songs.
Yeah.
Those were
Too
also
good.
so good,
Too
man.
good.
All
I was
those
actually
albums
going to
that
say-
came out.
I was
Yeah.
actually going to say my favorite underrated Sonu Nigam song, which is not even available on Amazon Music. I don't know if it's there on Spotify. It's a song from मैं माधुरी दीक्षित बनना चाहती हूँ called तुमसे मिली नजर,
Oh man, I love
which I'm
that
not going to
song.
sing. But it's really not available anywhere. YouTube also just has like a lyrics version of it.
Oh.
But it's so much fun, and he sings it so well.
Man, Sonu Nigam. Too good. Okay, now we come to Kenny. Kenny, I have a guess for what you're going to say, but
No, that's what I don't want to say. The obvious.
I think we
Guess.
all have a guess for what Kenny's
Yeah.
going to say.
Say the guess.
no, Kenny, you can say whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say John Mayer, but I was like, today I wanna
I wrote the guess.
10 points.
Oh, I thought you guys were thinking Kenny Sebastian is gonna be like,
Oh, no,
I'm
no.
my favorite singer.
Oh.
I wrote.
No,
But
I
you
knew
know-
it was going to be John Mayer.
No, but I don't want to talk about John Mayer because I also saw him live and I did a
Yes.
full love story reel and all. So I'm like,
Yeah.
let me do actually Rahman because I talk about John Mayer so much. I feel like I don't talk about Rahman because it's like saying, wasn't Newton such a great physicist? Or it's understood, So I feel we really and the aspect of Rahman I want to talk about is in India it's a very weird thing. I mean now it's changing, but the music director also makes the score, which is not very normal in the West. Like the West, you have a scoring person, then you have people who do original songs for it, or they will collaborate. But there's no OST album for most movies. But like Rahman's OST is also. So the two movies I want to focus on is Jodha Akbar and Swades. Okay, and Jodha Akbar stuff, dude. Just in Lamo Ke Daaman Mein is such a crazy song. It goes from like Sonu Nigam's sexual voice to like dum da da dum da da da. It's like it mimics sexual intercourse tempo. Like it's slow in the beginning. And then dum da da dum. You're like, whoa, I know what part this is. Dum da 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 dum da. Like, bro, you cannot imagine it's the same song. You're like, okay, this is the aggressive part now. And then it's like, okay, they're done.
Yes.
That's one song. And then even the do 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 do, and it's so cool how in India it's so unique how you can just you have to make a bold choice that the main song, I'm gonna take the motive from the main song and I'm gonna stretch it out and make that the score. And in the West, they're not doing that as well. Like in Dune, I think they now they kind of, I feel like, picking up from Indian score where they have a very clear tune happening. And sometimes when they do an original song, they'll put that into the song. Like they do the reverse. Like in Kalhona also, like you just do the da na 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 and then you add violence to it and you get the BG. And Swades is even cooler because he does not do that in Swades. In Swades, he has very unique songs. And like Ayore, which is that.
Man, I was about to say Ayore is so good in Swades.
Yeah, which is not there in any of the songs. It's actually a unique motive he've put in the movie, and that's the soundtrack. Yeah, so I think and also another thing about Rahman is I think Biswa is now into hi-fi audio quality, and for people who don't know, like this is like lossless, uncompressed music. And every time I get a chance to listen to uncompressed music, I listen to a Rahman song, and then I realize how many instruments he had put that we couldn't hear because of MP3 compression. So that's another cool thing. Like he's one of the few artists that you keep rediscovering every time you hear it, which is very rare. Only other artist I can think of like that is John Mayer. But he doesn't. John Mayer didn't do Jodha Akbar, so.
Yeah.
Your elephant's a wonderland. He didn't do any songs.
Oh man. Oh,
Just yesterday, actually, I was watching a clip of Ram
Ram
Gopal
Gopal
Varma's
Verma.
interview. Oh, you've seen it. You see.
Of course.
What
Combined all my love. Ram Gopal Verma, Rahman, Sukhvinder Singh, and
Yeah.
Subhash Ghai. Yeah,
Clip
sorry.
about?
So
Oh, I heard of this. Anyway, go on.
So I saw one interview where I don't know how true it is, but this is what Ram Gopal Verma says that apparently Rahman was not giving the songs on time for Yuvraj that Subhash Ghai was shooting, and Subhash Ghai got angry and said, "Ki I have my shoot dates coming up, so please give the song quickly." So he said, "Ki okay, come to Sukhvinder's studio and I'll make the song then and there and give it to you." And then Subhash Ghai went to Sukhvinder's studio and Sukhvinder Singh was composing music. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And he said that A.R. Rahman called me and said, "Ki make a song for Subhash Ghai." Then A.R. Rahman went there and he said that, "So Sukhinder, have you made anything for Subhash Ghai?" And Subhash Ghai is like, "Hold on, I'm giving you like crores of rupees to compose music." And he's just passing it off to Sukhinder. And he's like, "Yeah, but like listen to the song." And they heard the song and like, "Oh, Rahman is like, oh, this is a nice song. Why don't you use it?" And then he said, "Ki I'm paying you money. Why aren't you making it?" And he's like, "You're not paying me for my music. You're paying me for my name. So if I like the song, it's as good as the song is from me." Like
Oh
I made
my God.
like I made the music for Tal, but you weren't there in the studio. You don't know what I did, right? You just took it because it's my music, right? So just take it like it's Rahman music. And he's like, "No, no, I don't like this song." So he's like, "Okay, then I'll make something else." And apparently later on, during Slumdog, he sold Sukhvinder's song as Jai Ho. It was Jai Ho basically.
No
But I
way.
don't know if it's true. I don't know. But
Yeah,
I don't know
because
how
it's
RGB
reliable
now.
this Ram Gopal
because
Verma
it's
is.
Ram Gopal Verma
RGB,
is
so you don't know.
2024.
Yeah.
Really.
This story could have escalated to like, am I even A. Rahman right now? I could be anybody.
But
Like,
this, I'll
okay,
tell you how
what?
much is verified fact, which is that he made a song for Yuvraj,
Yes.
which
Which
was
he
rejected by
definitely
Subhash Ghai,
used.
and then he ended up using that song for
Which was Jai Ho.
Slumdog,
Which
which
That
was
was
part is
Jai
also
Ho.
true.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed
But-
to be the end credit song for Yuvraj,
Yeah.
which the finale of Yuvraj, the last song.
Yeah.
But Subhash Ghai rejected.
I
So
was like,
it should
this
be
is
one.
going to get me an Oscar. Let me just wait for it.
No, actually, Subhash Ghai said that it's too soft. He
Yeah.
needs something more
Oh.
aggressive for Zahid Khan.
And ironically, Subhash Ghai is very soft. Weird.
Okay, cool. My turn. I deliberately avoided any Bollywood or this thing because for my weakness, because I thought we'll just for 1 hour we'll just talk about this. As you, I mean, I controlled very whenever we were talking about Rahman, Vishal Bhargava, Tarun Nigam, like, "Arey, but wo gana, arey, but wo gana." Because when Kenny was talking about Swadesh, my background music was
Oh,
Even
man.
Lagan has great background music. for it.
Lagan, oh my God, I get goosebumps.
Superb.
I'm like, okay,
Oh.
done. Okay, I can't do
It's
anything
just
else
too
now.
good.
Oh,
That Ke Bhaiya Chote Lagan is such a killer,
Oh, man.
goosebump inducing
That's
track.
not a song, right? That's just the OST, no?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's the OST it plays when they are all standing in
Yeah.
front of the guy who's on the
Crazy,
horse.
man. Crazy,
Oh,
crazy.
Man.
And the way it's mixed and all, it's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just next level. Okay, so I'm giving lame answer. My answer is Beatles. I'm only saying Beatles
Okay, first of
because
all,
That was my
Insect.
other
Yuck.
option.
I'm
Who
only
likes
saying
the
Beatles
Beatles,
because
man?
Only
that's
7
how.
years they were there in their music career, by the way.
Yeah, because that's why the question came. Like the reason I thought of this question was Beatles. Also, because I was recently, because I was in Liverpool recently, and throughout that journey, I was only listening to the Beatles. Okay. And I realized, see, I mean, we are not people who grew up with Beatles, right? Not even in that era, not even our growing up, I didn't even know who Beatles were. But I don't know what emotional stimulation or some reaction I get every time I listen to every song of theirs. It's insane. I don't know why it happens. Like I was telling Manvi during this trip, ki every Beatles song, there some reaction comes from somewhere. I don't know why. Like you just play Long and Winding Road. I'll become sad. I don't know why. Like there is no association. There is no like, oh, I was listening to this when this was happening in my life. Nothing like that. I don't know what genius they have. Like the moment you'll play something, like the song something, I feel like very in love and romantic, you know. Every time you'll play like while my guitar gently weeps, I become very like, oh bhai, sad in a very passionate way, not sad way. It's I don't know how that happens. So I love the Beatles, and loving the Beatles is a very mainstream thing now, right? Like you go online and it's
It's like
like
loving Rahman.
yeah, like man, yeah, that's why I'm not entering that topic, because you know this video that I saw, everyone in the comment was dissing Rahman. They're like, भाई भाई उसका तो सारा फोर्थ एडी बनाता था, सही बात है ये. और there are people who are saying, वो तो oh my god, my favorite comment. This is what I was afraid of. My favorite comment from that video is, रहमान माइकल जैक्सन का म्यूजिक चुराता था, इसीलिए 2009 के बाद रहमान ने एक भी अच्छा एल्बम नहीं दिया.
Oh.
I'm like, भाई कौन है ये बच्ची, कहाँ? You
Dude, my
just
favorite comment is James Cameron and Steven Spielberg are interviewing each other, and one comment says, "Dude, I hate their movie. They suck." I'm like, okay, you can't win.
you know,
You
Kenny,
can't win instead of like James Cameron, Spielberg.
I recently had this similar whole, sorry for digressing, full rant in my head. One of those rants where I was like, I'll save this for some podcast.
Yeah.
That level of rant.
Yeah.
My rant was, there was one video, Thierry Henry. Henry, like probably the greatest footballer of our generation, he's saying something, and half of the comments are zero ball knowledge. तुम कौन हो भाई?
Wow.
तुम लोग कौन? Anyway, sorry. Back to the Beatles. So,
By the way,
like,
LFC is Liverpool Football Club.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So back to the Beatles. The thing is कि now loving them is very mainstream. Like it's like almost like liking Friends. You're like, yeah, तूने कुछ सुना नहीं है इसलिए Beatles पसंद. But I don't know, man. I can't, even as an observer or like a unofficial history nerd, like a self-proclaimed history nerd. Their impact in music is just, they were together for like 6 years technically. Like the growth, and they were stars at like, I don't know, early 20s is when the stardom of Beatles broke, when they were in their 20s. That kind of, and you see that growth from every album, from like basic Help and all to like Revolver, and then to Sergeant Pepper, to Let It Be. It's just so many great songs in such a small span of time. It's insane. And for me, I don't know how I'm emotionally associated with them is something I'll never understand. So
Did
yeah.
you like that movie, the Yesterday movie?
Not, I liked it only because of the songs part, not the movie.
You don't like the movie?
To love it when koi gana aa gaya. Oh.
I like the part when they go and John Lennon is still alive and he's just chilling somewhere.
Don't know why they thought of that climax. Anyway, but I love the, like, I was telling Naveen, incidentally, I was telling Naveen that, you know, when I was in school, I used to randomly dream कि दुनिया में ऐसा हो जाए कि लकी अली के सारे गाने सब खत्म हो जाए, और मैं फिर लकी अली के सारे गाने रिलीज करूंगा बड़े होके, एंड देन भाई मैं स्टार बन जाऊंगा यार, मेरा एल्बम आएगा शाम सवेरे.
Oh my god.
Then I saw the trailer and I think Naveen and I were shooting something then. I was like, भाई मेरा concept चुरा लिया इन लोगों ने.
Oh, that's why I don't like that movie.
Maybe that.
Yeah, we can remake it before Lucky Ali, dude.
Yeah, you put any artist and
Yeah.
it's a great format.
They're at a club and they're like, "Ik pal ka what? What? That's the best song ever heard."
Okay, quickly, sorry. Going to the chat. Nikun says my favorite band is Linkin Park all the way. Okay. Fuzail says got to see Lucky Ali live and heard him sing Oh Sanam. It was magical. Nice. Fuzail said Divana by Sonu Nigam. Yeah, great album. Have heard Rahman live and that was such an experience, says Nikunj. Fuzail says hope Rahman performs in Bangalore. I'll definitely attend. Nikun says Dil Se is his best album for me. Okay. I mean, that's debatable. That's another stream where all of us can discuss his best album.
One of the best.
Yeah, one of the best for sure. Freddie Mercury and Queen, says Nikun. Pink Floyd, says Nikun. I was confused between Floyd and Beatles actually. Favorite YouTube comment about an artist is on singer Abhijit, says Fuzail. Of course.
What is this?
Yes.
Can you don't know this? This
No.
is
Abhijit
India's
Bhattacharya.
biggest, like, most famous YouTube comment.
No.
We can say this, no? It's out in public. Okay,
Yeah.
there's one. That comment is just one line, Kenny. Okay,
Oh.
this is on Abhijit. Do you know the singer Abhijit?
Which Abhijit? The Indian
The
Idol
guy
or
who
the...
sang the Mac
Shah
No,
Rukh.
not
The guy
Indian
who sang
Idol.
for
Actual,
Shah
yeah.
Shah Rukh song?
Actual.
Shah Rukh.
मैं कोई ऐसा गीत गाऊं, that
Yeah.
Abhijit. The comment is, सर आपकी आवाज बहुत अच्छी है.
आपके आवाज में बहुत सादगी है.
सादगी
सर आपकी
है.
आवाज में बहुत सादगी है, पर आप आदमी सुअर हो.
Oh my God,
How
why?
have you not seen this? It's like
I'm not
I
it's
mean,
like a
so many
legendary.
reasons. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, because of his off-screen, you know this, na Kenny? He keeps
What?
making these statements the whole time about
Acha.
other
Yeah.
singers and blah blah blah, and that's why कि आपकी
Dude, I recently found out that Ilayaraja and all used to talk stuff, dude, and I felt
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
bad. I didn't know musicians are so like out to get each other. I mean,
Yeah.
Ilayaraja made fun of Rahman saying anybody is winning Oscars now.
Yeah, very recently, man, he's
Oh
like
my
Oscar जीतना कोई बड़ी बात
God.
नहीं है. And then yeah, and he had asked SPB not to perform his songs in his concerts
Such a
because
shame.
they're his songs, not the singer's song, etc.
I-
Okay, cool. This will be Rohan's round. Rohan, what's your question?
Yes. My question is that what is something that you have not done in your life until now, but you want to do it in the next 2 to 3 years or whatever, 5 years?
Okay, we'll start with Shreemayee.
Well, multiple things, but I mean, of course, I want to travel and all, but I think the one thing that I really need to learn now is I need to learn driving because I've delayed it long enough, and I've never done it. I've moved out of the house at 17 or 18. That's always the problem with moving out because then you didn't have access to a car, and never learned. I don't have a car now, so yeah, I have to sign up. That's my resolution for this year.
Oh, yay.
Nice.
Driving is so
Well done.
nice, I mean, nice in some areas. Uh,
Yeah.
It's a very, I mean, it's also a nice thing to a skill for emergencies, but it's a very beautiful thing. Yeah.
And now we have, sorry, it sounds so old saying this, but now we have like automatic cars. You don't have
Yeah.
to itna, ye, wo,
It's
clutch,
damn nice.
third, reverse.
Nice speakers we have. It's a nice experience.
Nice. Okay, coming to Kenny. Kenny,
I
one
want to
question.
try to be a good human being because मैं बस सुअर आदमी हूँ basically.
Kenny, आपकी आवाज में बहुत सादगी है.
Actually, you know, I don't want to say it and jinx it, but I really want to make a movie, and I want to make a movie with everybody on set being my friends. Like not a single person is like this new. It's like the DOP is my best friend. Like the actors are all my comic friends. The writers are all my comic friends. Producers like. I would love that. Where you know why I got this feeling? So Seinfeld's coming out with his new movie called Pop Tarts, right?
Yes.
And I saw the making and I was feeling very jealous. I was like, he just hired all his friends and all the people he likes. And obviously he's a multi-millionaire, so he can do it. But I think even if the movie flops, I don't think he'll even care. Like everybody just had a great experience doing a and imagine like comedians directing comedians and all comedians. I don't know, it'll be very cool. I wish I can do that someday.
Okay. Oh, my turn. Okay, I'll also give a short answer. I want to play keyboard like in next 2-3 years. I want to be like proper. Because
It's easy, dude. It's very easy.
Yeah. Like growing up, I used to be like, bhai yaar, I used to be fascinated with people playing any musical instrument. Like, look, कैसे कर लेते हैं यार? And this was on my mind for many years. So, like, मेरे दोस्त ने गिटार बजाना शुरू कर दिया, तो I used to ask them, is it easy? Is it tough? But I postponed this all my life. And being interested in music, I legit listen to music 24/7. I'm not exaggerating. Every time I'm awake, and not doing anything, I'm listening to music. मतलब भाई इतना इंटरेस्ट है, इतना वो है, तो मुझे कुछ तो बजाना चाहिए. So I bought a keyboard. I've not done nothing. But next 2-3 years, I'm promising in public to 3 of my closest friends and to whoever is watching.
Only members know this.
I will play. I'll Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll play in next 3 to 5 years.
Get a teacher, dude. He has come. Ask the teacher to come home.
Yeah,
So escape.
it's really helpful to have a teacher
Yeah,
for
have a
anything, any skill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, Rohan, rounding off the round with your own answer.
I really like, I love nature, but I'm not fit enough to do trekking. But I really want to get fit enough to do like trekking so I can go up to the top of like mountains
Really?
and see that very beautiful view that I then just sit there and just enjoy that view and then come down and go somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can work as a team. Shreemayee can drive you to the base camp.
Yeah.
And then you can climb up. Oh, I didn't even into nature, dude.
Yeah, fully.
Oh,
Love it.
no, that's a very nice goal.
Nice. Guys, we'll all manifest it for each other.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do that. And everybody who's watching, please manifest these 4 respective
Yeah.
goals we have. None of these goals are like some crazy ki bhai. It's all quite
If
possible.
manifesting is
Yeah.
happening, I also want $2 billion. That's one dream I have.
I want to be on Kenny's set. So I'm sure he'll have a
Oh,
lot of people I don't like.
what the hell?
Like
What the hell?
Biswa.
Like me.
Oh, Biswa.
I said Biswa.
No, I'll put it
Okay.
on the schedule. So whenever Biswa's coming, you can avoid it.
Okay, cool. Quickly on the chat,
I'll
Subhashmi
put a
says that
red balloon
Abhijit's
on
comment
Biswa so you
is
can see him from far, like Biswa's coming.
okay. And Fuzail says in the chat that he wants to visit Old Trafford and watch Manchester United play. We'll also manifest this for you, Fuzail. Hope you do that very soon. Okay, now we are in the last quarter of the episode. This is Shreemayee's question. Shreemaye, what's your question?
Yeah, my question is which fictional character, like it can be from anywhere, books, movies, whatever, which fictional character would you want to meet and why?
Okay, we'll start with Kenneth.
I always wanted to meet Sherlock Holmes. That was my dream. When I first read it, I was just like, man, what a cool guy. And anytime I saw like a actor playing him, it never satisfied me, dude. Like, so either they made him too old or like Benedict Cumberbatch is too young. And then RDJ was like this action hero type. And I don't know, the Sherlock Holmes I imagine uh yeah, I just felt like I would walk in and then that guy would just read me. But he would not be like rude about it. He won't be like, on the spectrum like they put Benedict. He'd be like suave. I always imagine Sherlock Holmes like James Bond, who's like as intelligent as Batman, like this suave Englishman who has seen the world but also has a little bit of like I don't know, kindness to it. So yeah, that is my dream, just to meet Sherlock Holmes.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. My answer, I also thought a lot. This is a question I thought about the most, and it shortlisted to 2 or 3 very similar characters. But I ended up with Master Yoda.
Oh,
Because
Nice.
I like such characters who are like Gandalf was my very close first runner-up. So you get the
what's
sense.
the third?
Like these kind of like like लोग थोड़ा ऐसा आके ज्ञान देके थोड़ा चले जाए
Master Shifu.
like Mr. Miyagi was my third and like ऐसा कर करके Yoda, so I'll quickly answer that in the people who don't know, in the Star Wars universe there's a character called Master Yoda, and of course there are Jedi and he's one of the Jedis, and Jedi is something that it sounds so childish to say this, but I want to be a Jedi.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be a Jedi, dude?
Like I want to be like everything they do. I'm like, हाँ ऐसे करना है life में. हाँ ऐसे करना चाहिए. Okay. till at this age in like 2024, if I watch any of the Star Wars movie, anytime they talk about Jedi and Sith, I'm like, this path I have to take. Yeah, okay. I make mental notes, and within that school of thought, Yoda is my favorite for so many reasons. Everything he says, I legit take that as a life lesson, because I also maybe relate because he's not in your face a very warrior type person. Like he's not like, he doesn't have that Darth Vader personality, or he doesn't have that traditional but he's that short, intelligent, like one very nice this thing. And one, I just wanted to end by saying that he has a quote in Star Wars, which is "Do or do not. There is no try." Okay, and that quote ka printout I used to keep in my office for many years when I used to work, and that really inspired me in life. Like it's such a simple quote. He says, "Do or do not. There is no try." And you can obviously interpret. My interpretation was that when you try something, the inherent meaning is you're just giving it a shot ki hoga nahi hoga. It denotes like half measure, like it's very like try karke dekhte hain, like, but do is कि नहीं करना ही है, मतलब then you commit to something, and I try to do that in life कि कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो ऐसा half मन से मत कर, वरना मत कर. And Shreemayee and I often talk about it when we talk about quizzing. यार करते हैं ना यार, मतलब we'll not just try, we'll keep doing things. जो भी thought आ रहा है, let's just do and see in life. So that has been very inspiring. So I would like to meet Jedi Master Yoda.
Nice.
Ron, he's
I
here.
have a very embarrassing answer.
Sorry
I
guys, just
don't.
shout out. He's right here.
Oh, nice.
I've met him. Manifestation has happened already.
But I have a very embarrassing answer. I don't know if it fits also the question, but when I was a child, like really small, I used to watch this really shitty kid show called Sonpari.
Of
Okay.
course.
And this another equally bad show called Shakalaka Boom Boom.
Yes.
Okay. So premise of Shakalaka Boom Boom is that you have a magic pencil and whatever you draw, you get. So I always fantasized ki I am friends with that guy. And then he,
Sanju.
like we share Sanju and me share the pencil and then I get whatever I want.
Aw.
And Sonpari, I didn't have like such an emotional connection, but there was one episode of Sonpari where for whatever reason she had a friend, and they both were part of a football team and they had to defeat the evil team. And when I saw that episode, I'm like, they're playing so bad. If I could, I had this really emotional need to just be there and help her win the football match. I'm like, man, you just need me. Because that friend who was there was very good and the rest of them were bad. So that was the whole episode ka conflict. Ki one guy is good, how can he help the other ones win? I'm like, man, you just need one more good player. Just get me. I've had that very strong urge for 2 weeks that I still don't forget. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't worry, dude. The best.
Don't worry. Best.
And
Best.
Shakalaka Boom.
And
Sanju
Shakalaka
from
Boom.
Shakalaka Boom.
Sanju. Okay, ending with Shreemayee's own answer to this.
Okay. My answer will obviously be Sirius Black from the Harry Potter world.
Oh.
Because he's my favorite character from Harry Potter. What I really like about him is that it's a very not very well explored in the book because he only comes for a couple of books. I'm it's okay if I give spoilers because it's been many years. If someone hasn't read Harry Potter yet, they'll probably never read Harry Potter, so it's okay. So he only comes in the third, fourth, and fifth books, and very like small scenes here and there. His role is that he's Harry's godfather, and he sort of is convicted of a crime that he has not committed, and then how he deals with that. I find that really interesting because many years ago I had read a poem by this author, a poet called Wilfred Owen, who has written a poem called Anthem for Doomed Youth, which is about the impact of World War I on the youth of all these nations and how it's like a wasted generation because they've all sort of either gone to war and lost their lives or they've had injuries and sort of lost their potential. So it's like wasted potential of a whole generation that happened after World War I. I find that to be the case with Sirius because he was also like technically in a war and then convicted. And so then he sort of spent 13 years and 12 years in prison or something. So his life and potential were completely wasted. But he's also like a really nice, cool character, very fun, very loving. And I read a lot of fan fictions, and all these fan fiction stories, he's portrayed as these really, really cool characters in multiple ways. So it's very nice to see all of that. And seems very nice and like Guardian-like, which I like.
And Gary Oldman also played him really well.
And very hot also.
Gary Oldman played him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gary Oldman can do anything, dude.
Yes, Gary Oldman can do anything.
I thought he'll be like some African-American actor.
What?
Oh my God. Dude, that fruit is so low, it's inside the ground.
I'm digging out the jokes.
Okay, guys, we managed to finish in exactly 1 hour. I'll just see the chat once and then finish this. Hanging out with Gandalf would be an awesome experience, says Nikunj. Amar Prem for Andaz Apna Apna. That is great. Great one, Fuzan. Nikunj has a quick question for Shreemayee where he says Sirius Black pre or post Azkaban?
Anywhere, anytime.
Both pre.
He likes him dirty.
Okay. Okay, cool. That brings us to the end of this another beautiful Slambook show episode.
She answers saying anywhere, anytime. As if she's gonna. उसका लफड़ा होने वाला ना उसका सीरियस ब्लैक के साथ
हमारा मर्द यहाँ पे खड़ा है
तू अपने बंदे बुला मैं अपने बंदे बुला दूं
anytime. But thank you Kenneth for doing this and
thank you for having me.
And thank you Rohan. Best answer of the day of course is the person who changed your life. Well done. You're winner in life.
You have to ban that from the Slambook. You can't just
this is not accepted.
Yeah.
And Shreemayee, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And anything that we have to plug? Anyone? We have to, I'll just repeat, we have 2 quiz shows actually coming up. I forgot about the Noida show, which is on 18th. So Delhi NCR, we're coming for the 3rd time. We've done Gurgaon, we've done Delhi. This time we are doing Noida on 18th May and Ahmedabad on 12th May. Anything else? Anybody? Anything?
I have an Instagram post coming up next week. It's
Yeah.
it's a really nice picture. So
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
you guys
I have
check
a
it out.
doctor's appointment. Don't come for that.
Yeah. Cool.
Only for
Shreemayee, the hike to drive to. Yeah.
we're gonna ask you if you're going to enroll in driving class.
Yeah, I will.
We'll follow.
Yeah, we'll follow up.
We'll follow. Okay, guys, this was super fun, says Nikunj. Yes, it was super fun for us as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We're ending the stream
Thank
now.
you.
Ending.